Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be taking a look at my Friedman Metro D. I've had this guitar for about 5 months now, and it's became my #1 gigging guitar. I was searching to find a Les Paul style guitar. I was looking at PRS, ESP, Heritage guitars, and a couple others, but then I stumbled on the Friedman. I knew Friedman made really killer amp, but I was unfamiliar with their guitars. I've seen them in a couple different people's videos, but I never really had the ability to try one out myself. I saw this one online one day, and I wanted to try it out and just see if Friedman guitars are really good, and if there's a possibility to find a Les Paul style guitar from a different company for a better price than Gibson. Now there's a few things that are obviously different between this and a Les Paul. One being there's only 2 knobs instead of 4. And you might not be able to see it in the camera, but it actually has an alder body instead of a mahogany body. I was really curious to try out the alder body maple top combo, and there's a few things that I really like about it. It comes stock with, I think, Grover Jackson designed PAF style pickups, and there's actually a push-pull for each pickup. Here's a bridge pickup, full humbucker. And right now I'm running through my Morgan MV45, which is Joe's version of an old Marshall JMP 2204. And the reverb you're hearing is from the UA Effects Golden Reverberator, and it's a spring reverb, which is in the effects loop of the amp. So there's the bridge pickup. Let's go to the neck pickup. And then let's hear the push-pull. We'll go to the bridge. I like to use this for some kind of country things to emulate a telly sound, which I found very convincing on this guitar. All right, now let's go to the neck and hear that split. Now, shortly after getting this guitar, I wanted to gig it and see how it performs. My previous go-to gigging guitar was my 2007 Les Paul Standard. I love it, it sounds amazing and plays great. And so I brought this out and that Les Paul out to my first show. In the first set, I was switching back and forth between both, probably every 2 or 3 songs. Shortly by the end of the first set, I was actually preferring the Friedman. It was a little bit more simple, a little bit easier. Now I lose out on some volume knob control if I'm trying to blend different pickups and switch between them, like say have the bridge pickup cranked up, like rocking, and then say the neck rolled down, and I can just go right to a nice clean sound. You can't really do that with this guitar, but what it makes up for that is it's super simple, it's super easily accessible to get to that volume knob and push pull that if I need. Sometimes if you're gigging a Les Paul, you might forget that you left the neck pickup volume knob down. You'll switch to it and then your sound goes away for a second and you're kind of panicking trying to get that knob up. That is probably one benefit of not having those knobs. When you're performing and trying to do the best job that you can, simplifying the guitar is, I find, very, very effective and very useful. So for instance, this thing has jumbo frets on it, which I love. Obviously simple controls here is just, you get your 3-way right here, which is where I love it to be. And then it's just got one volume knob that's easily accessible. And then if I want to roll down the tone, it's right there. Also, this has a really thin neck. It's kind of Fender-esque, probably like a Tele or Strat neck shape. It's not Les Paul like fat or anything like that. It's very comfy. It's not flat like an Ibanez or anything like that, but it's very comfy, very easy to play. Large frets, also got locking tuners, so it's super easy to change strings. Like I said, after probably one set, I was using this guitar the entire rest of the show, and you know, a couple gigs after that I was switching in between the Les Paul and this still just to see which one I preferred, and I kept going back to this. Something about it cuts to their mix very, very easily. It's very comfortable, it's very easy to play, and also, as you can tell, it's completely beat up, which I know is kind of a turnoff to some people. You don't like a guitar that just comes stock and is completely destroyed, but I don't know, I find on stage there's a certain vibe and kind of recklessness when it's already beat up that helps the performance. Now, with all that being said, I don't think this replaces either of my Les Pauls. It's very reliable, sounds great, feels very similar to a Les Paul, sounds kind of similar, but still there's something about a Les Paul, how it sounds, how it feels, and how it inspires me to play that this does differently, so I put it in a completely different category. When I want to play my Les Paul, I'll go grab a Les Paul, and when I want to play this, I don't really know what to describe this as. To me, it's like right in between a Tele and a Les Paul. And I really like that for some different sounds. This guitar seems to have very, very nice warm sustain, but also very kind of present in the mix and cuts through very, very well. I've played probably 30 plus shows so far exclusively using this guitar and haven't really had an urge to grab my Les Paul. Now, like I said, if I'm at the house jamming or I'm trying to come up with something, there's times I really want my Les Paul and I'll go grab that and I'll play on that. And there's times that I want the sound and the feel that this offers me, and so I'll grab this. You guys will definitely be seeing this in a lot more of my future videos. Just wanted to give you guys a little backstory of what this guitar is and why I like it so much.